All right, let's take a look at lesson 4.1.6, how can I use growth? So for 454, you are writing the rule for each one of these graphs. So remember that rule is always written in y equals mx plus b. The one I actually wanted to take a look at with you was 55, because it's now reversing the process. It's giving you the rule and it wants you to make the graph from the rule. So I'm going to show you some shortcuts on how to graph these rules. So first I inserted some graph paper here and we're going to make our XY axis. And then we're going to graph these equations. So I'm going to make the first one pink. And go back to my writing tool. The first one in pink has a y-intercept of 3. So that's the first point I'm going to plot. Okay. So right there at positive 3. And my slope is 4, which can be written as 4 over 1. It is positive. Remember, it's rise over run. So this tells me to go up. And the 1 tells me to go right. So from that starting value of 3, I'm going to go up 4 and right 1. So that didn't come out very well. There. So that's my next point. That's up 1, 2, 3, 4, and right 1. Okay? Now, if I wanted another point, I'd have to go the opposite direction. I'd have to go down 4 and left 1. Because what do we know about down? It's negative. What do we know about left? It's also negative. So a negative divided by a negative gives me that positive 4. So down 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, left 1 is going to give me that point there. Okay? So the number of points we need to graph a line is 3. That usually gives us a good idea of our line. So I'm going to do my best to try to connect these and make a straight line. Okay. So that's the first one. Let's take a look at another one. Let's change our color here. Let's go to blue. And let's look at letter B. Okay. Letter B has a slope of 3 and it has no y-intercept, which means it goes through 0, 0 on our graph. Okay. Can't really see that. Let's change. And if our slope is 3, that means it's 3 over 1. So I'm going to go up 3 and right 1. Up 3 and right 1. Okay. So now I'll connect those. Notice that they had different slopes, and so it looks like they'll eventually intersect because they're not parallel. If they had the same slope, they would be parallel. All right, let's look at letter C. Letter C is a little tricky because it has a negative slope. So it's going to intercept way up here at the top of my graph. And our slope is negative 3 over 1. So that means we're going to go down, and 1 is positive, so we're going to go right. Okay, so minimum number of points we need is 3. I usually just go with 4. It gives my line, it makes it more accurate. Only if you plot it accurately. That leaves one more for you to do. These 3 should have been completed as I was doing them, or you need to do them, and then please complete part B.